One of the reasons that we wanted to buy a new house, or another house I should say, is to be closer to work, and we needed a little bit bigger house for our parents. So really we were just looking in the area for a house that had a view, not too big, not too small. We had a lot of criteria, and Robert Smith kept that all in mind. In fact, we weren't even going to look at this house because when you looked at it from a map, it's not oriented in the right direction, but because he knew what we were looking for, we looked anyways and it ended up being the perfect house. Let's see, one of the things that we were looking for, we wanted a gated community. We wanted a house that had a little bit of a wow factor, one that we felt comfortable. I think that was the most important thing that you really can't convey to anybody is when you walk into a house, how do you feel about the house? And this, of all the houses we saw, this one had that serene feeling, peaceful feeling that we were looking for, that felt like home.
We were wanting a place for Mom and Dad because they're getting a little older and needing a little extra help. And the house that Robert found for us, which he thought was perfect for us before we ever saw it, it is, because we needed room for Mom and Dad downstairs. They're not able to really go upstairs, and they have extra room downstairs because of the way the floor plan is in the house. And we just feel that they'll be very comfortable there and have their own space and a lot of room where it's home for them as well.
Actually, our original plan was to buy a house next year, so we were just looking.
But I'd been praying for us to get a house before the end of the year. Well, I have family that comes out every summer, and we wanted a house with a swimming pool, a built-in swimming pool, and we knew that the kids would love that. We were looking forward to seeing them and enjoying family time because they come out for an entire month. So our new home has a lot of room, and it'll be very comfortable for all of us.
Well, for me, we weren't quite serious, but we conveyed that to Robert that we weren't serious yet, that we were just still looking phase. And so that's one of the things that we appreciated most was his patience. We never got the feeling that we were being hurried. We never got the feeling like, is this close enough? It was always listen to our feedback. And so we appreciated all the time that he made for us and how comfortable we felt working with him.
He's always made the time for us, and he's always made us feel important, and he always had our best interest at heart. I feel like he really listened to what we were looking for in a home. We really weren't sure if it was out there, and Robert Smith found it for us.
Well, one of the things we appreciated about the lending process is that Robert already knew somebody that can get us pre-qualified, so that helped us establish the limits of what we were looking for. And so we went with Wyndham Capital, and it was a really good experience because they guaranteed that if we provided all the documentation they needed, they could close within 30 days. And everything was done on a portal. Instead of constantly meeting in an office or something like that, we could just go online, we could review the documents, we could print them out, scan them, submit them again. So that streamlined things tremendously. Everybody's been so friendly and so professional and courteous. It's been a great experience. We'd almost buy a house every year, huh? Maybe not, no.
Maybe if Robert Smith was our realtor. As exciting and as stressful as buying a home can be, things have just fallen into place. And when we needed a home inspector, we called Robert Smith. We asked, do you know anybody? He set us up with somebody very competent, very skilled, had a lot of experience. He knew what he was doing, and that's what we needed. We needed somebody that knew what to look for.
See, one of the highlights of buying our house was how soon it happened. I really wasn't expecting it to happen so soon. I thought our lists were impossible to find things. That would be a miracle, especially within our price range.
And with all the amenities we wanted.
That was the original plan, was to sell our house first, but Robert was so good at his job, he found us a house a year earlier than we expected.
But the good thing about that is that we can move everything into our new home, and we have a little things we have to finish up on our other home, and we'll have a little bit of time to finish those things up so we can put it on the market.
Another one of the surprises is that when we were looking at all these listings, we used Zillow, we used all the resources available, the pamphlets they hand out when you get your car washed, and when you go to restaurants and they're on the coffee table, you look through all that, and there's one thing in common. We always saw Robert Smith's name as the #1 seller, and there's a reason for it, and we know why now. My advice for first-time home buyers would be, if you're using your retirement account to fund the deposit, to get that done first. So that's what I'd recommend, is have your financing as set up beforehand as possible.
One of the most important things to do is to get pre-approved, pre-qualified, because there are a lot of looky-loos out there that you're looking around, but you don't even know what you could afford. You could be looking at a house that's way out of your range, and we needed to know what price range we were needing to look in. And it was a reality check too, because even though we wanted to buy a house for less than what we were approved for, it allowed us to see what was out there and what was in our price range and what we can get for our money. And so it's a really good thing to do.
First impression of Robert was he was very easygoing. He had plenty of time. We never got the sense that he was trying to hurry us through something or he had somewhere else to be. And we really appreciated that. And we felt like he was there for us.
It's like you've known him all your life. He's very personable, and he's like family.
One of the unique things of going through Robert, his marketing approach, it was very professional. When we looked at the photos, we were just bowled over. We were so impressed by the photos. They were clearly head and shoulders above all the others. It wasn't an iPhone picture. It was professional pictures, and we thought, when we sell our house, we want the same photographers, because it really highlighted, even though we hadn't seen the house yet, we felt like we were standing in front of it and we wanted to see it. It really drew us to wanting to see that house.
We've looked on Zillow, and if anybody does look on Zillow, you'll see there are pictures with laundry in the corner of the room, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, they expect to sell their house. How is that going to happen? You gotta pick up. And Robert takes it to a higher level. He's got professional photographers. We get the good pictures. We show what a home, your house, can look like as your home.
Robert and his team of people have exceeded all expectations.
I know, it sounds like we really just love Robert, but he's wonderful. And if you have him for a realtor, you'll find that it's the same, you'll have the same feeling.
Hi, I'm Brad Gage. I work at the Federal Aviation Administration. I just bought a house recently through Robert Smith. I recommend it to anybody. If they look on Zillow, if they look at any of the ads, they'll look for who the #1 seller is, and that'll be Robert Smith.
My name is Denine Gage, and Robert Smith sold us our new home, and I'm a housewife, and I couldn't be happier. We're thrilled with our new home.
Should I move?
There's a cat.
Okay.
And I love cats, but I'm allergic, so
Oh, okay.
I would cuddle with them, but I wouldn't be able to breathe later.
It was kind of funny.